All right, good morning and welcome to the 2021 United Way of Miami-Dade Annual Meeting and Volunteer Awards Program. Whether you're joining us virtually or in person here at the main stage of the United Way Center for Excellence in Early Education Demonstration School, we're happy to see all of you as we inch closer to some sort of normalcy. I am Robert Sanchez and I have the privilege of serving as the chairman of the board. We have a full program today, and it will be a combination of live, pre-recorded, and virtual segments. In accordance with our bylaws, we are required to hold an annual meeting each year to elect new trustees, board members, and officers. It is also an opportunity to report out to our community as well as celebrate the spirit of volunteerism in our community. Today, we honor 5 extraordinary individuals whose service and commitment to the community are unparalleled. And I want to take a moment now to congratulate all the volunteers, every nominee and award winner. They are remarkable leaders paving the way and setting examples for all of us to follow. Thank you. So today our goal is to inform you and to inspire you. So let's get started. Let me begin by saying how proud I am to be a part of the United Way. I've been involved with this organization for nearly 30 years and have served in many capacities, but first and foremost as a volunteer. I have always found inspiration in this organization and the work they do in the community. Today, I'm even more in awe after being directly involved up close and personal. The relentless spirit of giving and the let's get to it attitude of this organization, its volunteers, its staff, and its partner agencies is so impressive. And the commitment to making life better for others in good times and particularly in tough times, as we've experienced in the past year, is truly inspiring. It has become commonplace to say that this last year was a time like no other, as cities and neighborhoods have reeled under the enormous devastation caused by a microscopic virus. A year ago, seemingly a lifetime ago, we were on a lockdown, and over the ensuing months, the United Way of Miami-Dade mobilized to aid our community. By the end of 2020, United Way had dispersed nearly $33 million in emergency assistance and relief, having a direct impact on more than 68,000 individuals, our neighbors, and nearly 500 small businesses. This was the result of the collective effort, a community coming together to support each other and our struggling families and small business owners. We activated Operation Helping Hand, and that enabled us to establish the Miami Pandemic Response Fund, as well as the Small Business Assistance Program. Through these programs, we provided financial emergency assistance to families and individuals impacted by reduced hours, furloughs and layoffs, and helped keep small businesses afloat during the lockdown. Your United Way was selected by Miami-Dade County to disperse more than $30 million in relief assistance provided by the Federal CARES Act. Other programs followed. Other assistance was rendered with the United Way leading the way. Our heroic team reviewed nearly 24,000 applications, responded to more than 8,000 emails, and answered close to 7,000 calls. Local businesses stepped forward with donations from everything from hand sanitizer and face masks to help keep our residents safe, to media airtime to keep us informed. Hundreds of volunteers on deck, thousands of meals delivered, and countless helping hands reached out. This is our community at work. This is your United Way of Miami-Dade at work. It is that extraordinary spirit that I wish to celebrate today and to recognize that time and again, we rise to the challenges that come our way. While the pandemic relief was truly extraordinary, what's amazing is that these efforts only represent one piece of our work in the past year. Following the business meeting, United Way's President and CEO, Maria Alonso, will deliver her report and share further points of pride. Now we must move to the business portion of today's meeting. I'd like to call our annual trustees meeting to order. As we cautiously begin to reopen with safety as a priority, our board made the decision to follow social distancing guidelines and to provide options to for everyone to attend our annual meeting in person or virtually. As last year, the business meeting and the voting on officers and directors was conducted via email. Voting on the slate of nominees took place June 11th to June 18th. We thank our trustees for their flexibility in still getting the job done via email. I am pleased to say that we met quorum, which per our bylaws is the majority of 1/4 of our trustees. The two pieces of business ratified by the majority vote of members were the approval of the minutes of the 2020 annual meeting and the election of new board members and the executive committee. Here to present the elected officials and officers and board members on behalf of our nominating committee is Committee Chair Camilla Cody. Please, is Camilla, on behalf of our committee chair, Camilla Cody, please welcome Sheldon Anderson, who served on the nominating committee and is the current member of the United Way board and served as the chairman of the board from 2009 to 2011. Camilla will present the volunteer awards later in the program. So Sheldon, please join me.
Thank you, Robert, and good morning to all. I now present the new slate of members elected to the United Way's board. Elected to serve a 3-year term as members of the class of 2024 are Alex Adams, Peter Vermont, Sam Blatt, Dr. Lilia DeBello, Miguel Fara, Jose Fuentes, Carla Hernandez Matz, Jason Jenkins, Nancy Meyer, Jerry Plush, Dwayne Ruiz, Rashad Thomas. The following will serve on the executive committee from 2021 to 2022. Board Chair, Robert Sanchez. Secretary, Carmen Sabater. Treasurer, Juan Carlos Liscano. Chair, Finance and Administration, Jean Schaefer. 2021 Campaign Chair, Alex Adams. Chair, Community Impact, Baldwin English. Chair, Center for Excellence in Early Education, Dr. Lilia DeBello. Chair of Engagement, Camila Cote. Chair Marketing, Melissa Gracie. Members at Large, Andrew Anson, Darrell Payne, Penny Schaefer. Member Emeritus, Jane Harris Abbas. Co-counsels, Jorge Hernandez Torano, Susan Potter Norton, and President and CEO, Maria Alonso. Also for your information, we have 5 ex-official appointees to the board, and they are Miami-Dade County Mayor Daniela Levine Cava, Miami-Dade Public Schools Superintendent Alberto Carvalho, Jake Freeman, past co-chair of Young Leaders, Soledad Sol Picon, past chair of Women United, and Corey Ann White, our Miami-Dade County Public Schools student representative to the board. And that concludes the nominating committee report. I'd like to recognize the members of the nominating committee with whom I had the privilege to work with finalizing our slate of trustees. And they are Camila Cote, Calixto Garcia Velez, Melissa Gracie, Jess Lorhorn Jr., Mike Valdez Fowley, and Maria Alonso. Robert?
Great, thank you. Thank you, Sheldon. And thank you to the nominating committee members for your time and commitment. Congratulations, and thank you to all elected board members and executive committee members. I'd like to recognize 14 outstanding volunteers for their dedication and service who have completed their term on the board. Yolanda Berkowitz, Annalise da Costa Gomez, Juan Del Busto, Edward Joyce, Jennifer Love, Lisa Mendelson, Ismati Monreal, John Sunberg, and Joe Zubizarrieta. Peter Vermont and Neeson Katzen, who both completed a one-year board appointment. And our ex officio members, Kathy Alexander, Michael Gold, and Maria Martinez. I now welcome United Way's President and CEO, Maria Alonso.
Thank you, Robert, and good morning and welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us this morning and for choosing to invest in our community's future through United Way. I am privileged and honored to serve as your president and CEO. I'd like to add my thanks to our outgoing board members for their dedicated service and all of their contributions to our United Way and our work in the community. I hope we can count on your continued involvement and support. And to our new board members and executive committee, welcome, and thank you in advance for your leadership and commitment to our community. After a year like no other, the fact remains that many in our community continue to experience hardship as a result of COVID. Most of all are Alice families, many of who were already struggling and whose needs have only been exacerbated as a result. Today, our work and that of our agency partners is more vital than ever. And as COVID has changed the way that we live and we work, we are steadfast in our mission of building community by helping people care for one another. Our goal remains to elevate the quality of life of everyone in our community, building a resilient and equitable community, providing opportunities for all of our neighbors. As I look back over the last 16 months, and boy, is there a lot to recant, it has been a whirlwind filled with overwhelming challenges, as I know everyone in this room and across the virtual platform can relate to. And I could not be prouder of our team, our work, and that of our partners. I'm proud of many of our accomplishments, some of which I'd like to share with you today. I'd like to start with our work in early education, since we're sitting right here in the middle of the Center for Excellence in Early Education in our demonstration school. And that school and 18 of our early Head Start childcare partnership sites reopened to students last August, offering a hybrid model where we provided both virtual learning as well as in-classroom instruction to all of our students. This allowed parents to return to work knowing that their children were safe, learning, and thriving. Going back to school were our fellows at the Youth Institute. This year welcomed the program's 5th cohort of 20 fellows with a hybrid model at the beginning of the school year, with the students transitioning into full in-person courses in January. After a year of cancellations and drawbacks, our youth demonstrated their resilience, determination, and patience. And I'm proud to announce that of the 7 seniors enrolled in the program, all graduated on time, and 6 of them will be attending college this fall. They will be heading to the University of Chicago, University of Central Florida, North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, the University of Miami, University of South Florida, and Yale. We are so very proud of you. Congratulations to our fellows. 2021 began with hope on the horizon, right? With COVID-19 vaccines slowly becoming available. And that provided United Way with an opportunity to partner with Jackson Health, our system, our community's safety net, to ensure that the then limited vaccine appointments were accessible to vulnerable populations, including adults 60 and older, hard to reach low-income communities, people with disabilities, migrant workers, and marginalized neighborhoods. We activated community partners to help schedule these vaccinations, which resulted in more than 3,600 appointments. Another vaccination initiative actually kicks off tomorrow, thanks to a grant from the Ocean Reef Foundation, focused on South Dade communities of Homestead and Florida City, where less than 40% of those 16 and older have been vaccinated. As part of the initiative, we will partner with key nonprofits and faith-based institutions, as well as the county, to conduct outreach activities to inform, educate, and dispel myths about the vaccine. Other partners in that initiative include Uber. I think you know that transportation is a barrier sometimes to getting to vaccine sites. And as a result of their generosity, transportation will be provided free of charge to and from vaccination sites. Other partners include as I said, Miami-Dade County, and the Health Foundation of South Florida. Our Mission United team continue to provide our veterans with much needed services and resources. To address the growing problem of food insecurity faced by many of our veterans and their families, Mission United partnered with Farm Box Direct to deliver farm fresh seasonal produce. More than 14,000 worth of fresh organic produce has been delivered to more than 360 veteran households since January. During the height of the pandemic, Mission United also partnered with a number of organizations and generous donors to assist almost 900 low-income veterans impacted by the pandemic, providing them with nearly 7,000 worth of non-perishable items, more than 11,000 pounds of produce, and nearly 500 grocery gift cards, providing food for them and their families. In a year that could have been devastating for programs that serve our ALICE families, federal funds provided relief and bolstered support for mental health, early learning, and community-based supports for older adults. Working alongside our colleagues across the state of Florida, issues we have advocated for years came to fruition this legislative session. Our veterans will see better coordination of care from the state to community-based peer support through Mission United. Affordable housing programs will be protected, ensuring counties like ours have a stable source of funding. Early learning will be aligned with a K-12 system to ensure a higher quality of education. And new moms who receive Medicaid will now have access to a full 12 months of health care after giving birth. By working together, we are seeking new ways to uplift the voices of our community and bring together all our stakeholders to ensure these gains continue forward. This past year shed a spotlight on the importance of community and the need to stay connected. Our signature events benefiting our work, as well as events driven by our given communities, went virtual and were fully embraced and welcomed by our guests, who, like all of us, were suffering from a little cabin fever. Thanks to technology, we were able to stay connected while allowing us to unwind, engage, and of course, celebrate. Veritage Miami and Women United Breakfast reached milestones. Veritage Miami turned 25, and this past Friday, we returned to the Intercontinental Hotel and welcomed our guests to our interactive dinner featuring Chef Adrian Calvo, and shattered all types of records in the process. The second virtual Women United Breakfast celebrated 2 decades with more than 400 women leaders connected to hear from our keynote speaker, Executive Vice President of Forbes Media, Moira Forbes, live from New York City. Our Tocqueville Society, one of the nation's largest, continues to grow, welcoming 44 new Tocqueville members and raising nearly $700,000, surpassing this year's goal. However, this year, the Tocqueville Society and all of our United Way family mourned the loss of Ed Anson, a longtime and loyal friend to United Way. We celebrated his life and his legacy on his birthday in March of this year with a tree dedication, along with his family, friends, and colleagues from United Way of Broward County, United Way of Massachusetts Bay and Merrimack Valley, and his extended family at WSVN. We hope to honor his memory through our work and continue to improve the lives of our neighbors with the help of our contributors and our volunteers. the heartbeat of our organization. Our volunteers continue to support our year-round service projects, both virtual and in person, starting with food, PPE, and diaper formula distributions throughout the pandemic to provide needed support to older adults, children, veterans, and low-income families throughout our community. We also delivered more than 500 backpacks to children heading back to school after a year of virtual learning, as well as toy drives to soften the holiday expenses for parents who are barely trying to get back on their feet. National Volunteer Week in April of this year brought together more than 200 volunteers. It kicked off with a Leaders' Day of Action and culminated with Volunteer Miami Day on April 24th, marking United Way's 97th birthday. The day was officially declared a day of service by Commissioner Eileen Higgins, representing District 5, on behalf of Miami-Dade County Mayor Daniela Levine Cava. As we begin to reopen the United Way Bachelor Campus, we look to the future with optimism and hope. Although it was a year of unprecedented challenges, we were honored to be the recipients of a one-time, transformational, unrestricted gift from Mackenzie Scott as part of her pledge to address long-term systemic inequities and the economic effects that have been deepened by the current pandemic crisis. The single largest donation in our history, United Way was one of 3 nonprofits in Miami-Dade County and one of 6 in South Florida to be selected after a rigorous data-driven research confirming strong leadership teams with a track record of addressing needs in a community with high food insecurity, high measure of racial inequity, high local poverty rates, and low access to philanthropic capital. As per Mackenzie Scott, United Way was one among 384 carefully selected teams to have dedicated their lives to helping others, working and volunteering and serving real people face to face, day after day after day. And we are privileged and honored to have been selected. Stay tuned. We will have a lot more to announce around that transformational gift in the months ahead. We are excited for what lies ahead and to continue to carry out our work in the community to foster economic and educational equity, to elevate quality of life and create opportunities for all. As we close this year and head towards a new beginning, I'd like to invite Robert to join me for the unveiling of our new name and logo. Is there a drum roll? And where is it? That's part of the script. Where is it? Not happening. Okay. Well, we're not unveiling. So Robert, I'm sorry about inviting you to come up here. Do you know? Technology, gotta love it. So it's very exciting and you're gonna love it when you see it. I'm just saying that. So stay tuned, more to come. And now I'd like to take a couple of minutes to recognize my remarkable team, our United Way staff, who work hard every day, but especially throughout the lockdown, to continue to engage our community and to provide for our neighbors during these difficult times. Thank you for your dedication, your commitment, your compassion, and drive, no matter the circumstances. We'd like to share with you now our United Way colleagues who are celebrating service milestones. And if it works, I'd like to congratulate everyone on the screen. There's a lot of them. Oh, no, not yet. We're not doing this yet. No, we're not doing this yet. There we go. All right. There's a punchline. I know those two especially don't want to be recognized and signaled out, but Carlos and Mary, congratulations, and congratulations to all for your milestone service anniversaries. Now, it's my privilege to welcome a performance by students from one of United Way's impact partners, Overtown Youth Center. Let's play it. Youth, you gotta love it. Thank you so much to the Overtown Youth Center. And now it's really the best part of the program for me and I think for all of us, right? It's to celebrate the spirit of volunteerism, of giving back, and celebrating our dedicated volunteers. And to do the honors, I call upon Camila Cote, a longtime dedicated United Way volunteer, chair of the Engagement Committee and this year's nominating committee, and is a member of the United Way Executive Committee as well. So Camila, take it away.
Thank you, Maria. It is truly a privilege to present this year's Volunteer Awards, as well as an honor to serve as the chair of the Engagement Committee. As many of you, I too first became involved with United Way through my workplace campaign. At EY, it has always been more than just donating. It is about rolling up your sleeves and working together to make a difference. And we have done this through many corporate projects over the years. I've been fortunate to have been a part of many of these projects, from my early days in the firm participating in Hands-On Miami-Dade, beautifying a juvenile detention facility, to over 10 years of EY Connect Days facilitated by United Way, to the recent Volunteer Miami-Dade back in April. Through these projects, I have witnessed firsthand the impact of our work, our United Way's work, has had on the community we serve. I am so privileged to have had the opportunity to work alongside an amazing group of dedicated, committed, selfless, caring individuals who not only talk the talk, but walk the walk, our volunteers. They are the backbone of United Way. Their resilience and unwavering commitment this past year is awe-inspiring and humbling. Not even COVID could deter them from coming together to help our neighbors, volunteering in person or virtually. We welcome you to visit our newly launched Volunteer Spotlight, where we shine a light on volunteers who support United Way's work through service. Every month, we introduce you to and feature a new volunteer, which you can read about through our newsletter or go directly to our webpage at unitedwaymiami.org/volunteer spotlight. To all the volunteers, on behalf of United Way, Volunteer Miami, and our community, we are forever grateful. Today, we celebrate 30 years since our first Volunteer Awards in 1991, and we are proud to continue to celebrate these outstanding individuals. This year, as in every year, we receive nominations of remarkable individuals giving back in their own special way. Their names are scrolling on your screens, and I am sure you will most definitely recognize one or more of our finalists nominated this year. Congratulations, you are all winners. Before we present you this year's honorees, I'd like to thank our 2021 Volunteer Awards judges, whose names you see on the screen, for carrying out the arduous task of choosing one winner in each of these categories. They too are volunteers, and they give their time to be members of the Community Impact Council, Reading Pals, our giving communities, the Engagement Committee, and the Public Policy Committee. We, as they, get to learn of these silent heroes in our community through their stories and what they're doing to build a stronger Miami. And we have a message from one of our judges, Joe Zubizarreta. Joe is a longtime United Way volunteer. He is a board member and serves on the Engagement Committee as well as the Marketing Committee. His late mother, Tere Zubizarreta, was the recipient of the 1993 Dorothy Shula Outstanding Volunteerism Award. Joe?
Congratulations to all the winning volunteers and all the volunteers out there that work every day to make our community a better place. Volunteering, especially in these tough times, is a great way to show how committed you are to our community and to the people around us. Thank you very much for all the work you've done and continue to do on behalf of United Way.
Thank you, Joe. Now let's get down to business. Our first award is the Outstanding Youth Award. It honors a Miami-Dade County youth, 18 or younger, for leadership, commitment, and character through service and volunteerism. And when it comes to our future philanthropic community leaders, this year's youth shines bright. The 2021 Outstanding Youth Award goes to Henry Horowitz. Henry is a budding entrepreneur with a big heart. 4 years ago, when Henry was in the 8th grade, he grew tired of seeing good food go to waste. Acutely aware of how many of our neighbors go to bed hungry every day, he decided to take matters into his own hands and founded the nonprofit Foodies. With the help of volunteers, Henry rescues unsold fresh food from hotels and restaurants and distributes it to the community organizations that serve the needy. Within a 6-month period, Foodies was able to rescue approximately 12,000 pounds of food and enough to provide 11,200 meals to feed families in the community. Since its inception, the nonprofit has distributed more than 75,000 meals. After the Super Bowl took place in Miami, Foodies rescued the food left over and delivered it to homeless shelters. During the pandemic, Henry and Foodies joined forces with J-Lo's and A-Rod's company, Tyler and Hatch, and helped deliver 20,000 chef-prepared frozen meals to the unemployed hospitality and restaurant workers who had been laid off or furloughed. Henry launched his second business venture, Germ Genie, in 10th grade. Along with colleagues at school, Henry created a travel kit filled with TSA-compliant essentials to help air travelers stay germ-free. When the pandemic hit, a premium kit included face masks, wipes, gloves, and hand sanitizers. Within its first year, Germ Genie generated more than $65,000, of which 20% of its profits were donated to charity. The company has earned national recognition and multiple awards, including the Delta Social Impact Award, among others. On his free time, I can't even imagine when he finds any, Henry is an avid lacrosse and chess player. This year, he was the 2021 Silver Knight Award winner in the business category, and he looks forward to attending Cornell University in the fall. It is an honor to present the Outstanding Youth Award to Henry Horowitz.
I am truly honored and humbled to receive this incredible award. Food insecurity is an issue that not only affects 35 million Americans, but right here in South Florida, we are considered to have among the highest food insecurity rates in the country. I started Foodies 4 years ago to help combat this problem. But even with all the regular food rescues that we do each week, it doesn't even make a dent in the overall plight. Additionally, I would like to thank Ms. Wynn Avajanette and Ms. Ellen Bowen for their continued support and guidance. And also a big thanks to the Foodies family. Thank you for all your hard work and dedication to fight food insecurity and food waste. In the past 4 years, Foodies has proudly served over 70,000 people, and we continue to grow each day. Thank you again for this fantastic award, and I am incredibly honored.
Thank you, Henry, and congratulations again. Our next award, the Public Service Leadership Award, sponsored by Greenberg Traurig, recognizes both local and public servants and community leaders who display a remarkable sense of commitment to hard work, courageous leadership, and a dedication to improving services for children, youth, and families in our community. This year's recipient is Florida State Representative Nicholas Duran. Since taking office in 2016, representing Florida's 112th House District, Representative Duran has been a tireless advocate for the health and well-being of our Alice population. He has worked tirelessly, oftentimes behind the scenes as well as across the aisle, to ensure that the needs and the voices of our community's children and families are heard loud and clear. During the 2021 legislative session, Representative Duran was instrumental in the extension of postpartum Medicaid coverage, providing a full year of benefits to mothers after delivery instead of the previous 60-day allowance. The 10-month extension will ensure more than 97,000 women will have access to healthcare benefits and postpartum care. Here are a few words from Dr. Daniel Brady, Public Policy Committee member and longtime United Way volunteer. Dr. Brady.
It is an honor to introduce Representative Nick Duran, a member of the Florida Legislature. First elected in 2016 and re-elected twice, Mr. Duran is well regarded by a member of the Miami-Dade delegation, is well respected across the state, and is seen as an individual who can work both sides of the aisle. Representative Duran has served on both the Appropriations and Health and Human Services Committee and has consistently been a champion for improving health and human services for Florida's children and families. Representative's record of success in supporting good legislation is commendable, precisely when he's worked for many issues behind the scenes without the headlines and above the political rhetoric. Today, we honor you, your service to Miami-Dade County, and look forward to continued partnership.
Good morning. I'm Yoswell Ibarra, co-managing shareholder of Greenberg Trorig's Miami office. We're proud to sponsor this year's Public Service Leadership Award. This award recognizes local and public servants and community leaders with a dedication to improving services for children, youth, and families in our community. Congratulations, State Representative Nicholas Duran, for receiving this award and for working across the aisle to ensure that the needs and voices of Alice families were heard. We are so grateful for your behind-the-scenes efforts in support of the postpartum Medicaid extension. Thank you.
Hi, it's State Representative Nick Duran. Thank you so much for this award. It has been an honor to work with the United Way of Miami-Dade for several years now, taking on issues that we know will move the needle to improve not only our community, but the state and country. Issues like this: how do we take on the challenge of reducing Florida's hauntingly high maternal morbidity rates? This is impacting communities of color and African-American women more profoundly in our state than in many other parts of the country. And to ensure that they have access to healthcare during that first critical year of the baby's life, it takes stakeholders and coalition building, something that the United Way of Miami-Dade has been doing so successfully for many years now. So it's been an honor to work with you all to help make this change happen. And it's going to be an improvement not only for our community, it's going to make stronger, more resilient, healthier mommies, babies, more economically secure families. And I'm just honored that we all work together to make this change happen. So thank you so much for the honor, but thank you for also working with me on such an important change.
Thank you, Dr. Brady, and congratulations, Representative Duran. The Monsignor Walsh Outstanding Human Services Professional Award celebrates Monsignor Walsh's spirit by recognizing an individual who committed time and talent to help shape a caring, responsible social service delivery system, positively impacting the quality of social services in Miami-Dade's community and always responding to emergent community service needs. This year's honoree is Deborah Koch. Over the course of more than 14 years, Debbie has been a tireless promoter of volunteerism and harnessing the power of volunteers to help respond to our neighbors in need. As Executive Director of the American Red Cross of Greater Miami and the Keys, Debbie works with volunteers and staff alike to help South Florida residents prevent, prepare for, and recover from natural and man-made disasters, big or small. At the Junior League of Miami, where she volunteered for more than 12 years, including as its president, she maintained their flagship project viable and effective during tough times in order to secure housing for domestically abused women and children, allowing them to get back on their feet and hone career skills. Dozens of families and children benefited from the program. Debbie is always willing to step up whenever and wherever needed, gaining the volunteers' respect and admiration. She has a way with words and takes every opportunity to make a case for the invaluable and important work of the Red Cross, United Way, and Junior League. Debbie inspires us to be our best. Here are a few words from United Way board member Anna Vega Milton.
I am thrilled that the awards committee selected my nominee, Debbie Koch, to receive the Monsignor Walsh Outstanding Human Services Professional Award. I want to thank my Red Cross colleagues, Mary Shafee, Libby Witherspoon, and Julia Bianchi for supporting Debbie's nomination. As a board member of both United Way and Red Cross, and as a friend, I can attest to Debbie's professionalism and passion for helping our community thrive through adversity. She was a volunteer, then a volunteer leader, long before she became executive director of our Miami Red Cross chapter. So she understands the power of volunteerism and how to cherish and show gratitude to volunteers. Debbie's sweet, optimistic, and let's get it done leadership style inspires me to be a better collaborator, and I am incredibly grateful to have her lead Red Cross Miami. Congratulations, Debbie.
Thank you so much to the United Way of Miami-Dade for this incredible honor. I am overwhelmed with gratitude to be selected for the Monsignor Walsh Human Services Professional Award for work I am so passionate about. Like many of you, my love of service started at a very young age. In my case, it was with the Girl Scouts. Those experiences stayed with me, and even today, my troop is made up of people who put others first and who understand the importance of helping everyone live a life of health and dignity. The real credit here goes to my colleagues, my volunteers, and my board members at the Red Cross, who every day prevent and alleviate human suffering, and to the members of the Junior League of Miami who help our community's women and children live their best life, all while training the next generation of volunteers. I'd also like to thank my husband, Adam, my dear family, and my friends for being with me on this incredible journey. Congratulations to all of today's honorees, and thank you again for this tremendous recognition.
Thank you, Anna, and congratulations, Debbie. Our next award is the Dorothy Shula Award for Outstanding Volunteerism, which recognizes an individual who exemplifies volunteerism and whose commitment to bringing hope, promise, and opportunity into the lives of others has made a lasting, positive impact on a person, group, or community at large. Our honoree is Brian Goldmeyer. Brian's ability to build consensus and motivate leaders from every sector of Miami-Dade County makes him a volunteer with a capital V. He has consistently been at the forefront of any initiative that requires connecting people to rally behind a cause or an issue. Brian doesn't see problems, he sees solutions and has the ability to bring people together to create sustainable change. He is a tireless advocate for our community's most vulnerable, children in foster care, and survivors of human trafficking. Through his involvement with the Voices for Children Foundation, where he serves on the board, Voices was able to provide the seed funding for programs at FIU and Miami-Dade College to support young men and women who age out of foster care and are able to attend college. A longtime United Way volunteer, Brian's passion and energy fuels his unwavering support of its mission and work in the community. During the pandemic, his ability to think outside the box was vital to help provide meals to families and children most affected. Please welcome Tocqueville Society co-chair Christian LaCapra and Young Leader Executive Committee member Austin Oyo to share a few words.
Brian Goldmeyer, you did it. You are the 2021 recipient of the Dorothy Shula Award for Outstanding Volunteerism. This is an award bestowed upon those who exemplify volunteerism and whose commitment to our community has made a positive impact for all. Brian, your passion for our community is evident through your incredible energy and dedication. You show up and deliver time and time again, and we can't be more grateful for that. Thank you for your leadership and all that you have done and will continue to do for our community and for our United Way of Miami-Dade. Now back to work. Katie is calling with more to do. Congrats again, Brian.
Hi, Brian. Just want to wish you a heartfelt congratulations on winning this award. You truly are an outstanding volunteer in our community, a pillar of our community. Thank you so much for everything you do for all of us here in Miami, for United Way in particular. We really appreciate you and everything that you do, and congratulations. Very well deserved. Appreciate you.
Wow. I was just notified that I was awarded the Shula Award for Outstanding Volunteerism. First off, I'd like to thank the nominating committee. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank the board, some of the boards that I sit on, like Voices for Children, United Way. Really want to give a special shout out to United Way Young Leaders, and especially my favorite organization, Tocqueville Society, which I'm the co-chair of. You know, this year more than ever was such an important year to give back to our community. These were tough times, but people like you who are watching this right here today pulled through together, and we're part of making this community a better place. So if there's any message I can give you here today, it's to please make an effort to pay it forward. It's the best thing we can do to come together in certain times like this, and make sure to lend a little bit of time and a helping hand to those who need it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Christian and Austin, and congratulations, Brian. Our last award is the S.C. Silva Community Builder Award, which recognizes an individual who has been able to address particular challenges in our community affecting different cultural or ethnic groups and bring those groups together. Our honoree is AMI Kids Executive Director, Terrence Lovell. All who know Terrence would agree. He is kind, soft-spoken, humble, and with a heart of gold. He possesses a passion for working with youth, in particular with those in need of guidance to find the right path forward, and he executes that passion with compassion, remarkable dedication, and an intrinsic belief that every child deserves a second chance. His involvement with United Way's Youth Institute began the day the program launched. One of his students had been accepted, and Terrence offered to provide support to both his student and staff. 4 years later, Terrence is an irreplaceable volunteer staff member and an important part of the program's success. From the very start, he has attended each and every session, virtual and in person. Although it adds a significant amount of time to his drive, he always picks up his student and has oftentimes given rides to students without transportation or that get stranded in Miami downpours. Even while on vacation, he calls in virtually to sessions to assist and make sure to remain fully engaged. He maintains an open line of communication with the students to know of any challenges they may be facing and makes sure to follow through in getting them the services and resources they need. Terrence's unwavering dedication and commitment is undoubtedly transforming young lives. Here are a few words from Juhi Saigal Shah, co-chair of United Way's School-Aged Education Impact Council.
On behalf of United Way and as co-chair of School-Age Education, I am honored to present the S.C. Silva Community Builder Award to Terrence A. Lovell as a remarkable leader to youth in our community. Terrence has been a mentor with compassion and deep dedication. His belief that every child deserves a second chance is true to the spirit of S.C. Silva's dream of building a collaborative community. Congratulations, Terrence. Thank you for always shining your light. United Way is proud to support your achievements.
Hello, I'm honored to be recognized by the United Way of Miami-Dade with the S.C. Silva Community Builder Award. It is my pleasure to work alongside the dedicated staff and students of the United Way Youth Institute program. I have had the chance to witness these students show their leadership skills and work on community projects throughout the past few years. I am committed and looking forward to continuing to volunteer in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Juhi, and congratulations, Terrence. And so there you have them, the 2021 outstanding volunteers who give of their time, talent, and treasure to help make our community the best it can be. Congratulations to all of our finalists and winners. Also, congratulations and thank you to all board members and executive committee members who were elected today. I look forward to working with you next year under United Way Miami. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you will be able to see each other soon. This meeting is adjourned.
Camila let it out of the bag, but Robert, I'm told we're ready now to do the unveiling. Okay, get ready. Okay, that's the current logo. Woo! Shorter, sweeter, United Way Miami. That's it. I know, the big reveal. Congratulations, Brian, and to all of our honorees today. So well deserved. For our outgoing board members, thank you. I know you'll continue to stay engaged. I'm looking at you right there. And welcome to our new board members. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.